Did you find yourself yawning after seeing those animals yawn? Or even seeing a person? If seeing someone mid-yawn makes you involuntarily stretch out your mouth, you're not alone. In fact, you're among the 60 to 70% of people who find that seeing a person yawn in real life or a photo, or even reading about it, compels them to do the same thing. Next time, when you're sitting near someone who yawns, try this. Don't yawn. Odds are, you'll find that it's pretty difficult to hold back. Now let's define yawning. A yawn is an involuntary reflex where the mouth is open wide and the lungs take in a lot of air. The air is then exhaled slowly. During this time, the eardrums stretch and the eyes may also close tight, causing them to water. The act of stretching oneself and yawning, especially upon waking, is generally defined as pandiculation. Pandiculation is our innate response to the sensations of lack of movement and to tension building up in our muscles. If we want to prevent musculoskeletal pain, poor posture, limited movement, and structural breakdown as we age, we must pandiculate our muscles every day. Scientists refer to the urge to yawn when you see someone else doing it as contagious yawning. This is a type of echo phenomenon. In other words, it's an automatic imitation of another person. Contagious yawning isn't unique to humans either. Other animals, including dogs and chimpanzees, are also susceptible to the phenomenon. Here are some of the leading theories to answer the age-old question. Why is yawning so contagious? First, yawning signals empathy. Probably the most popular theory of contagious yawning is that yawning serves as a form of non-verbal communication. Catching a yawn shows you're attuned to a person's emotions. Scientific evidence comes from a 2010 study at the University of Connecticut, which concluded yawning does not become contagious until a child is about 4 years old, when empathy skills develop. In the study, children with autism who may have impaired empathy development caught yawns less often than their peers. Experts at the University of Nottingham have published research that suggests the human propensity for contagious yawning is triggered automatically by primitive reflexes in the primary motor cortex, an area of the brain responsible for motor function. A neurologist at Harvard Medical School, Thomas Scammell, added that yawning is a primitive reflex among many animals that originates in the brainstem. Because the brainstem of humans is similar to other mammals, birds and reptiles too, it makes sense that most animals yawn. Indeed, birds, reptiles, mammals, and some sharks can yawn, and animals with bigger brains tend to yawn longer. Yawn contagion may be related to a phenomenon called social mirroring, Giordano said, where organisms imitate the actions of others. Other behaviors fall into this category, such as scratching, leg crossing, and laughing. Giordano said this behavior could be linked to mirror neurons in the brain. What these neurons are involved in is matching what we sense and feel to the way we move. So if someone is seeing me scratch my face, they would know what it feels like. You may be compelled to do it too. So we already identified the reasons for contagious yawning. Now, let's take a closer look on the reason why we yawn. You probably associate yawning with being tired or bored, but that's only part of the story. Fetuses also yawn, as do most vertebrates, like fish, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Yawning is necessary for the health of your brain. It contributes to proper brain development and functioning throughout your life. As we mentioned above, even unborn babies yawn. They start around week 20 and continue doing so for the rest of their lives. Babies in the womb don't yawn because they are bored or tired, obviously. In this stage of their growth, yawning fosters sequential and ordered brain development. Many studies indicate that yawning is a sign that the brain and the peripheral nerves that regulate muscle movement are developing properly. Fetal yawning is so important that its absence can be a sign of neural dysfunction. After you're born, your brain needs you to yawn several times a day. Most people think that humans yawn to help get more oxygen to the brain. This theory, however, doesn't hold any water at all. After all, you breathe continuously day and night, through your mouth and nose, and it doesn't have anything to do with brain oxygenation. The oxygen that supplies your brain cells is primarily transported by your network of blood vessels that converge in the brain. If the purpose of yawning was brain oxygenation, then why don't you yawn more when you're holding your breath or when you're in oxygen-deprived environments? According to Wolosinski on the year 2014, yawning increases the amount of fluid in the brain, which allows increased attention and concentration that you need for more complex tasks. In other words, yawning somehow helps you switch tasks and fully concentrate. Other studies suggest that yawning cools the brain by helping to regulate temperature. When you put a cold pack on your forehead, your urge to yawn when the people around you yawn could be 5 times less than normal. If you place a hot pack on your forehead, however, your urge to yawn won't diminish. This experiment shows that cooling your forehead would help to cool the brain and eliminate the contagious yawning. The increased ventilation that happens when you yawn helps reduce the temperature of your brain. Lack of sleep and mental exhaustion after strenuous mental activity increases brain temperature. That's why you yawn more when you get up or go to bed, or if you've been working for a while on something mentally taxing. Although most people still consider yawning to be rude in certain contexts, it's a normal and necessary activity. So to end, if you yawn more than a day, there's no need to worry. Maybe your brain is fatigued and needs to cool down. Remember that yawning is very normal. So if this video made you yawn, that's great. That means that it sparked your interest and boosted your brain activity. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you find this video interesting and hopefully you could share this to others. So how many times you've yawned while watching this video? Thanks again, guys, and see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and check my other videos. God bless, guys.